A very warm welcome to all of our live stream viewers to the NTU School of Computer Science and Engineering's Scholarship Talk. My name is Vikram Peter and I am a Year 2 Computer Engineering student. Our live program aims to inform all of you about the various scholarships available at NTU under SCSE and to help you find a perfect match just for you. We also have with us a panel of scholars who will be sharing the rigor, the benefits, and their overall experiences under the scholarship program. To start things off, we have with us Ms. Leanne Run, who is a Year 1 Data Science and Artificial Intelligence student, or DSAI in short. She's under the Nanyang Scholarship and is from Eunoia JC. So Leanne Run, with so many scholarship options available to you, what were you looking for in a scholarship? And why did you choose the Nanyang Scholarship?
So for me, before choosing a scholarship, I had in mind a course in mind. So that was DSAI. I was particularly interested in artificial intelligence. And so I had to look at the options provided for me. I looked at my own grades, my co-curricular activities, as well as my leadership skills. And I realized that I could not choose the CN program because of the course I've decided. So in the end, I settled on the Nanyang Scholar because it provided me opportunity to shine in the DSAI course as well as to pursue my education in this field in particular.
Alright, thank you so much for sharing your motivations with us, Leanne Run. So moving next, we have Park Kunyong, who's a computer science Year 2 student, who's also under the Nanyang Scholarship and is from the Anglo-Chinese JC. Kunyong, what are the benefits students can look for under NTU scholarships, and especially with reference to the Nanyang Scholarship?
Well, there are many benefits. So first of all, I'm an international student, so this full coverage of tuition fee is definitely helpful in lifting some of my family's finance pressure. On top of that, when you're receiving the scholarship, you also have no bond attached to the scholarship other than the 3 years bond that PR students and international students have to take under the MOE tuition grant scheme. On top of that, you will also receive a laptop allowance. So as a computer science student, you will definitely need to buy a new laptop when you're coming to university. And this laptop allowance is definitely helpful in when you're buying new laptop that you'll be using for your rest of your university life. Also, you also get a travel grant, which you can use for your overseas program, such as student exchange or summer studies and winter studies. And on top of that, you will also get a priority over the selection on the overseas program. Other than these benefits, you will also receive a yearly allowance as well as the accommodation allowance, which you can use for your hall stay.
The benefits sound really good, to be honest. While Leanne Run and Kunyong spoke about our NTU scholarships available at NTU for SCSE students, we also have external scholars joining us on our programs. We have Mr. Tanay here, who's a Year 2 DSAI student. He's under the Public Service Commission Engineering Scholarship and he's from the Jurong Pioneer JC. So to understand, Tanay, under your scholarship, you had the right and the choice of going to any university you could. So why did you choose NTU and the DSAI program?
Firstly, I chose to stay local because of family, but you also have a wide variety of local institutions here that will be able to give you a very similar experience. But I chose NTU because of its synergy and the simplicity. Because you have data science and artificial intelligence, which artificial intelligence is something that I wanted to work in for very long now. And I think the way they merge these two disciplines in order to make a course that is very multifaceted, I think is very interesting. And because of that, I chose to join this over other courses.
Alright, thank you so much, Tanay. While Tanay is an external scholar, we do have with us some scholars who are from the Premier Scholars Program at NTU. We have with us Ms. Ying Ding, who's from Hua Chong Institution and is under the CN Yang Scholars Program. She is a Year 3 Computer Science student. So Ying Ding, why specifically did you choose the CN Yang Scholars Program and what are some of its expectations from you students?
I chose the NTU Scholars Program because I was drawn to its multidisciplinary curriculum in various scientific disciplines such as chemistry, mathematics, and climate change. As computer science is a degree that can be applied across a wide variety of disciplines, I recognize the importance of learning about other academic fields. This has not only satisfied my intellectual curiosity, it has also given me a greater appreciation for the various applications of computing. I was also drawn to the wide variety of research opportunities offered under the program. These include research attachments at NTU research centers, overseas learning trips to renowned research institutions, and a funded opportunity to do my final year project at an overseas institution of my choice. The extensive global exposure and plentiful opportunities to be mentored by leading scientists was a plus point for me, and over the years, I have certainly broadened my horizons and honed my critical thinking and research skills under the program. Lastly, I was drawn to the close-knit CNYang community, where everyone, despite being from different courses of study, is keen to help one another learn and grow. That said, the CNYang Scholars Program is for those who are passionate in science and engineering and are open to learning about new academic disciplines and engaging in research. An eagerness to learn, a growth mindset, and a humble attitude are essential to make the most out of this program.
Thank you, Ying Ding. I think your speech really summarizes the program well. To pick up from where Ying Ding was, we have with us Miss Lorenza Antony, who's from the St. Andrews JC and also under the CNYang Scholarship Program. Now, Lorenza, I understand that you're a year 4 student, and that means that you've experienced almost the entire 4-year degree under computer science. So would you share with us what were some of your best experiences and memories under SCSE and under the CNYang program?
Sure. So I think there are 2 highlights to my experience as a CNYang scholar and as a computer science student. The first one is about the research modules. So I think research is something very new to most of us when we just enter university. And I'm glad that in this program I was introduced to research early in my undergraduate year, because looking back, I think I have benefited a lot from having research experiences. For instance, I got to work on projects that were related to data analytics, which is my area of interest. And through those projects, I managed to develop the relevant technical and analytical skills. And I think after you've done a few research projects, you will have a better sense of what you like and what you don't like about a particular area. And you will also be more confident when you approach your final year project because you've gone through a similar process. And I think you can also talk about your research experience and in your job interviews. So I think there's a lot of benefits to having research experience in your undergraduate study. And I think the second highlight is the overseas opportunities. In CNYang Scholars Program, the students can actually plan and go for an overseas educational trip to any research institutions around the world. And during my time, I was one of the trip directors, and I organized a trip to Switzerland to visit 5 research institutions. And it was such a meaningful experience because my friends and I got to learn about the extent of research and the state of technology used in other countries. And besides that, if you're in the program, you can also go for an overseas final year project for 6 to 8 months. And you can still go for exchange during the summer or during a normal semester. And for me, I went to the University of Sydney, Australia for exchange. And I did my final year project in the University of Calgary, Canada. And having such overseas exposure, it really helps to broaden my knowledge as well as my network of friends. So I think those are the 2 highlights of my experience as a CNYang scholar and as a computer science student.
Wow, those sounded like really wonderful experiences that you shared with us. Now, while the 2 of them are from the CNYang Scholarship, we have with us students who are from the NTU University Scholars Program, a program SCSE has recently been introduced to. So with us, we have Wan Siu, who is another NTU USP scholar. Wan Siu is in year 1 of the DSAI program. So what is it like and how does it feel to be assessed as a USP scholar and then finally being shortlisted? Upon being given the USP scholarship, why did you choose to go for the DSAI program?
Okay, so when I was shortlisted for the NTU USP program, I received an email that told me to come down for an interview. There was no admission test, but we had to submit an essay by a stipulated deadline. As why I chose DSAI, I chose it because I wanted to study artificial intelligence and I was interested in the math and computing aspects of it. That's why I chose DSAI. As for NTU USP, I chose it because I did not want to study just math and sciences in university. Hence, I chose NTU USP because it is a multidisciplinary program that allows us to learn from different modules such as philosophy and qualitative analysis modules.
Alright, thank you Vansi for sharing your experiences. We also have with us Mr. Ko Bunjue, who's a year 1 computer science student, who's from the St. Andrews Serangoon JC. So Bunjue, is the NTU USP a residential college scholarship program? And what would you say, or how does the USP program complement your computer science degree?
Okay, so the USP in NTU is not a residential college program. Hall stay is optional, but if you decide to stay in hall, then accommodation is guaranteed under the scholarship benefits. So for how USP complements computer science, I think computer science is a very largely hard skill subject. So USP complements it by refining my soft skills like communication and critical thinking. We have a module called Fieldwork and Documentation, which is where we did overseas research for social science in Laos for 1 week. So for this project, we had to define the project on our terms, as well as develop our communication skills through our interviews. So I think overall, USP complements computer science in that I can be well equipped in both hard skills and soft skills.
Alright, thank you for making that connection between your scholarship as well as your degree. Well viewers, here we are at the end of our scholarship talk. We thank all of our scholars for sharing their information with us, and we hope that you've been finally been given a glimpse into what it is like being a scholar at NTU's SCSE school. For those of you who will be receiving their A-levels, our applications are open now and will be open until the 19th of March. While this may be the end of our live stream, we do have more information available at scse.ntu.edu.sg. You may also find more information on our Facebook page at scse.ntu and on Instagram at scse_NTU. We also have another event lined up for you, which is next Saturday on the 29th of February. We have with us an SCSE curriculum talk at 10 o'clock in the morning, the alumni sharing at 11:30 a.m. and a student sharing at 2 p.m. This year, SCSE will be going virtual to share our experiences with you, so do not forget to join us that day on these social media platforms. Again, we hope that you've had an insightful experience at this scholarship talk, and we thank you for tuning in. See you soon.